Hi, welcome to this video. So, my main focus of this video will be on the new moon in Taurus, but there are some other aspects going on as well. So, with this new moon, Venus will also be in Taurus at 8 degrees, Mercury is in Taurus at 21 degrees, and it is retrograde, and then the new moon is actually at 16 degrees of Taurus, which will also be activating the grand trine going on between Jupiter in Virgo, Pluto in Capricorn, and then all those planets in Taurus that I just mentioned. So Pluto is retrograde, Jupiter is retrograde. Jupiter will be going direct on May 9th. Mercury just went retrograde April 28th. So I did talk about these things, so you could always go back to my videos that I've done previously if you want to hear a little more about that. So with this new moon, this is a time for a new beginning in our values, in our value systems, in our what we value, and in our finances. So this is a good time to actually clear out old stuff, clear out old possessions that you do not need anymore, so that you can make way for new possessions to come forward into your world, or new energies, new people, new places, new things. Bringing about all the new nouns here. No? But, yeah, and it's also important to be very grateful for what you are grateful for, to bring about more of that energy of gratitude and things that you are grateful for. So setting those kinds of energies into motion is always a good idea, but this new moon especially is a good time for that. It's also an awesome time for communicating your values to those you love and having very idealistic conversations about how we can make this world resonate with what our values are, and maybe even have our relationships resonate with the values that we hold, and everything kind of coming into some sort of resonance and harmony into how we can embody what it is we value and be in integrity with those values and in integrity in everything that we really do and everything that we talk about. And Mercury is retrograde, so it is important to be, mindful and to clarify what you mean if you are having conversations and things could get confusing, possibly, in what you're actually trying to say. And it's also important to, maintain that sense of harmony by recognizing that different people have different value systems, and to not be too harsh, which I have been guilty of potentially here. But I do think it's important to express what your values are, regardless of how other people feel in a way. So it's important to express what you really feel and be true to yourself. But on the one hand, you should be mindful that other people may have a differing sense of these things. So, it's not about judging people. So, try not to judge people. That's an important thing too, because, obviously Jupiter in Virgo is there. And Jupiter actually is helping us to expand beyond these things. So, expand beyond criticism, expand beyond judgment, and to really start to bring into this reality a higher sense of the Virgoan energies. So it's about cleansing a lot. Cleansing our bodies and cleansing our souls and being responsible and taking responsibility and bringing into this reality your highest ideals, because it's also about removing belief systems that keep you from bringing your highest ideals into reality. And Saturn in Sagittarius is a lot like that as well. But we won't worry about that right now. Pluto and Capricorn over here is really, okay, so what it's doing is bringing some deep energies from within, especially right now being retrograde, so that you can move past blocks. Because Capricorn brings like a sense of limitation through structures in our world, and these structures can be, mental or emotional or physical. So they can be like certain systems that are in place that seem to hold us back from being able to maybe do certain things that we want to do. Like Capricorn is also very ambitious, and it wants to achieve. That's the main thing, It wants to be known. It wants to be considered an authority on something. And it can be a very good authority on something because Capricorn is very focused. It is, all of the earth signs are pretty focused. They are searching to really achieve what they want to do in this physical reality. And they're good manifestors. They're good at taking care of business. They're good at getting things done. And they may take a while sometimes. They can kind of procrastinate sometimes because they're slow to start. That's where you need to get that fire, that fire energy going. Because fire wants to start and, plow through everything and needs to, always be stimulated and always, have its energy moving. So fire is awesome for that. But earth is awesome at stick-it-to-iveness. I think I've read that word somewhere. Like somebody used that word at some point. But basically it's good at getting, sticking to its goals and having that tenacity to just continue for the foreseeable future. It doesn't give up very easily. It really holds on to that vision for, until it actually gets it done. So it's awesome. This is a good time for that tenacity, for being very consistent, for bringing things into reality. Especially, it's a grand trine, dude. That's a structure in itself. That's yeah. So it's actually the most efficient structure as well. So it's easier right now. We're going to be more efficient in how we get things done. And the other thing going on with Pluto, this inner energy is coming up. And it's intense, there's a lot of darkness sometimes involved in that. And man, we've had to break through some stuff. There's been some old ways of doing things that really may not have been in the highest order of things, one of the behaviors I know that has been going on is caring too much about recognition. See, we need to be coming from a place of truly and honestly wanting to make the world a better place, and really just wanting to see new structures to be formed, wanting to see new systems coming about, wanting to take what is and transform it into something even better. And this is the time to be doing that. This is the time to start focusing in on what it is that you can personally do to bring about new ways of doing things in our world. Because old ways don't always work out, and they can become very restrictive, and that's another Capricorn trait. So we got to let go of some of that old ways of doing stuff, and the old ways of looking at things, and especially with this trine going on, the old value systems we've held, and looking at things from a collective perspective, because things have changed in our world. Things have, there's a lot of us now, a lot of people, and we can't do things the old ways we did them before. So just something to think about. If you like this video, make sure to like. And if you have anything you want to express to me, anything you want to add or any questions, feel free to comment. I know I always just say to comment, but now I actually realize that doesn't really, express what I need to say. If I actually am open to hearing your perspective on how this is manifesting in your world, and I'll be open-minded to whatever you say. Of course, try not to be mean, because I'm kind of sensitive, but I am open-minded, and I do enjoy a debate as long as it's done in a respectful manner. So feel free to leave anything like that, even like a comment, what that might, give your own perspective on things. So, okay, and also share if you liked it as well. And I'll talk to you soon. Have an awesome time.